What's up, refiners? Welcome back to the channel. Severance Season 2, Episode 8 is here. We are getting close to catching up with the world on Severance.
I want to watch them, but I don't want it to stop.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
really
that break.
love this show.
Yeah, you don't want the watching to end and have to wait for Season 3.
Yeah.
But so this is an interesting aspect of our dynamic because I do majority of the editing. I get to watch all these episodes.
You do all the editing. I don't do any of the editing.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Nikki doesn't do any editing. Anything I don't edit, I've got people to help me with that. But that said, I get to watch these episodes multiple times more than Nikki gets to. And I feel like I catch on to things because, this show on first watch could be an absolute mind fuck and confuse you, twist your brain into a pretzel, make you questioning what you're watching. This last episode, we got a lot with Gemma. Essentially, the whole backstory of how her and Mark met, where she is, what is going. We kind of have an interpretation of what's going on with what she's doing, but we found out where potentially a lot of their issues kind of rose from. And we saw how they met. They ended up getting pregnant. They ended up losing the baby. And everything about the relationship, you could kind of tell like the mood shifted once that happened.
Once you add a huge stressor like trying to conceive.
Yeah.
There's so many emotions that go along with that.
Have no idea if that has anything to do with the decision of her becoming this test subject on this floor where she is living unsevered, but there's all these other rooms that are very clearly labeled where she enters and she is severed and she's doing these tasks. And one thing I did catch while editing is during a conversation with Mark when things were good in their like previous life before Lumen, she specifically mentions her lack of enjoyment doing thank you cards. And one of the rooms, she's literally filling out, I don't even know how many thank you cards with her non-writing hand. So it's almost like they're trying to, this is something that I kind of thought about after the edit. It feels like they're pushing her to the limit in terms of what her chip can retain.
Right.
She doesn't like doing this one thing. We're going to make her do it to literal exhaustion for hours. And then she exits this room and Gemma's like, why is my hand so sore? She goes to the dentist. She's like, why is my mouth? How long was I in there for? She doesn't know what is happening in those rooms.
Right.
She just knows that she's experiencing something that is making her feel a certain way. And it seems like they're just pushing, like she's the test subject. They're pushing these chips to the absolute max to see what she retains, what she doesn't retain. And the creepy dude who's kind of running all these tests,
I hate that for her.
It was like something was asked about like if she feels any, like they lied to her about Mark. She even talked about like, oh, I get to see Mark when this is all over, right? So that's a whole different layer of this story.
Yeah, and then he's moved on without her.
With
meanwhile,
a kid.
Yeah, meanwhile, he thinks that she's deceased.
Yeah, and he's in absolute misery. But one of the things that he was talking to her about, because in some of these rooms, his role is husband, like made her say like, I love you back kind of thing. And that was actually one of those instances that played out in Gemma's real life with Mark, where he was like busy doing something and she's like, okay, bye, I love you. And she's like, I said, I love you. He's like, oh yeah, I love you. So like, it was something that actually played out in her life prior. But the questions about, do you feel anything like you did with Mark, essentially with him in these rooms, I feel like is like the ultimate push to this test.
Yeah.
To be like, is she actually falling in love with this man while being severed in this room as a different person while being herself unsevered? It just seems like this test floor is literally pushing the limit to, it's literally like you're going in this room for hours, you come out, you don't remember what's going on, but you know that your hand hurts, you know your mouth hurts, you know you're experiencing something. So the last one seems to be Cold Harbor, where there's now a sign on the door, which she acknowledged and mentioned. But the layer of questioning in terms of us as the audience, this idea that Gemma, it seems like she was promised that she's going to be with Mark again after all this. What happened? We see her leave for this game night. I think it was a game night with friends. Mark stayed home. Then the police show up to his door And we presume that that's the night of the accident to where she died. And what happened? What ultimately led to this? Was it the loss of the baby causing friction in the relationship that made her think that this was something that she had to go do? Did she really go to like this charade party? I think it was a charade party, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Because Mark was like, I don't want to go do charades.
Yeah, or was she kidnapped?
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of big question marks now, because the idea that she thinks that she's seeing Mark when this test is over is interesting. That tells me that it wasn't fully voluntary on her part, that there was some kind of deal made.
Yeah, or like accident, they took her body, they did all these things and then woke her up and now she's stuck here.
Yeah. Like the idea that they both seem to be brilliant people.
Right.
In their life, just the way they talk to each other, their profession, the stuff that they do, they seem like really smart people. And I'm wondering what the tie-in is to Mark being this final puzzle piece to finishing Cold Harbor, which I believe is the last testing room. But I mean, it's all crazy. It's insane. This show does an incredible job of just presenting something, making you feel like you're getting an answer to it, and then it just creates like 5 more questions about why.
Yeah.
And there's just ultimately that just overarching question of like, what is happening here? What is Lumen? What is Gemma testing exactly? What is Cold Harbor? What is the point of all this? It's just, there's so much. And meanwhile, Mark is going in and out of consciousness, it feels like. And a lot of these dream sequences felt like were his.
Yeah.
And he's going through reintegration, and he woke up there at the end. But there was obviously a little bit of an issue with the woman taking care of Mark, and Devin, who's like, I'm just gonna call Miss Cobell and figure this all out. And she's like, no, that bitch is crazy. You don't want to call her. She's Lumen through and through. She's basically born and bred by them. And you don't want to call her to figure this thing out, because she referenced like the cabin that the other woman was staying in that we found out was an actual severed cabin, which is pretty crazy. But there's a lot of stuff going on. I like where they left us with the Gemma and Mark story. I'm curious to see if they're going to pick up on that right now, or is that something they save for later? Because this crash and this accident and this death, this fake staged death, it's like the new big question about why and how, and how did Gemma end up in this floor literally right underneath Mark every fucking day. He's there working and she's down there doing these crazy tests. It's insane. I hope we find out soon, but we've got 3 episodes left before we're caught up on season 2. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Place in me the values 9, that I may feel thy touch divine.
Heavy Cobell flashback. I wonder if this is going to catch us up to Cobell. Give us a little history on her background. Because I made a theory a while ago, it feels like at this point, that I feel like Cobell's mom or something was used as a test subject for all this, and there was like failure.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a little bit of a different opening to this episode.
Very pretty.
This isn't another team retreat, is it?
That's what I was thinking when it opened up to like rocks. Like, or what are they going to be placed on rocks? Okay, it's cold. There's snow. There's
ice in the
water. Couldn't think of it. I was like, it's not an iceberg. Is it an iceberg?
You know, it's kind of funny. At the intro, I call y'all refiners. We haven't refined shit in like 6 episodes, by the way.
Also that.
Where do these people work?
Just call everybody an innie.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time I saw anybody at a computer working.
Salt snack.
Okay. I love this.
I do too. Looks cold as
It does. Well, it looks like a fishing village.
Mm-hmm.
That's an incredible shot. Look, it's frozen. Nothing's moving. Almost looks like a painting.
It does.
Oh, you see car moving. Okay. Yep, totally different intro. Is this where she's from? Oh shit, she's actually calling her. Why does that look like Petey from here? This is a place where like severed employees go to retire.
Imagine.
I can't believe Devin's calling her.
Hear about that clusterfuck up on North Pine?
Dutch Stevens kid.
How the fuck do you flip a 2-ton snowplow?
With stupidity, an apple don't fall far from the gutter.
Well, that's kind of you.
What is this?
Hey, Rose. You want a refill?
You can top me off anytime.
I like the new dude. Very chic.
Remember, Cobell was like crying and holding like a breathing apparatus too.
Close the door. It's fucking cold and windy. Sorry.
Clearly, these people know who she is, the way they kind of stopped.
Harmony Cobell will flip my toboggan.
Hello?
You want coffee?
Oh, they don't like her.
No.
Tables are for paying customers.
Fine, then buy me a coffee.
This is
The
odd.
town is older than I remembered. Frailer.
You know, around with the market readjustment from a few years ago and the fluctuating interest rates, there was a retrenchment from some of the core infrastructure investments.
Okay.
I need a favor, but not here. Meet me at the factory.
I just poured you a cup of coffee. This show's so interesting because sometimes from episode to episode, it feels like you're watching something different.
Yes, thank you.
The drippy pot. What is there going to be like some grand factory at this place?
Right?
Like what is?
It says Lumen.
Oh,
Lumen. It's like the OG factory, or
just makes me go back to that dinner at Bert's house with the whole 20 years thing.
mm-hmm.
How long has this shit really been going on for?
You know how fucked it is to ask me to come here.
I need you to drive me to Sissy's.
Sissy as in sister?
Is that her
No
brother?
thanks.
If they're watching the house, they'll recognize my car.
How much trouble are you in?
Enough.
You know, she still lives by the 9.
I assume
Then you know she's a fucking pariah here.
you can stay in the truck. I need to get something.
Why would I help you with anything?
We were once chums. Old colleagues lift each other up.
Oh.
Colleagues. Child fucking labor.
Oh. What?
Kier and Imogen met at the ether mill. You know that?
Was she hacking up a lung at the time?
Oh,
I
shit.
can smell it on your breath. Pathetic.
Fuck you.
You can help me or not, but I'll not be the punching dummy for your resentments.
Dang, dude. And what's this about child labor?
Yeah.
Does Lumen recruit children and get them started early?
Well, Miss Huang.
Oh, he didn't slow down for that.
No, he did that shit on purpose.
That has to just be a very difficult phone call to not answer. Be like, why is she calling me? This person lives all the way over there. I mean, that'd be amazing if you want isolation.
Right? The trek into town to get things.
Just DoorDash it. No big deal. Piece of cake.
You better tip well.
Coast is clear. Tell her to drop dead for me.
There's 2 houses there.
Yeah.
You are not welcome here. This is trespass. I have a mind to call the authorities. I do not want that huff peddler on my property.
Wow. Sissy. Nickname.
What have you done with my things?
Sold to the poor.
They weren't yours to sell.
I sit in this house. You do not.
Has anyone been here?
No one comes here.
Or telephoned?
A Mr. Drummond.
And what did he want?
What have you done, little mouse? Harmony!
I want the key to Mother's room.
That room stays shut until all who remember her sit with Kier.
Give me the key.
Why do you bring nothing but woe into my life?
Oh, shit.
Now it is you who cursed this house with woe.
I will not have this quarrel.
This would be a great horror movie.
What were her last words?
Child, do not test me.
What were they? She said nothing after you pulled the tube from her gullet.
There was gratitude in her eyes to be freed from her suffering. If only she had been a believer, perhaps she would have found solace in the 9.
They're like talking in riddles.
Mr. Egan saw Kier in you. He really did. And the Wintertide Fellowship, even at the factory, no apprentice was more industrious than you. Such a disappointment you've proven to be.
Wow. Damn.
Not many things worse to hear than that.
Did Drummond tell you?
Return and plead forgiveness, child. The Egans will grant it.
And show me mercy, just like you did with Mother.
Holy shit. The shade that these two are throwing at each other.
All you will find in there is pain.
This is a wild episode so far. It's an interesting collection set.
Where is it?
There's
The heads from that dance party.
I found it!
After you just trashed her room, thanks. Just a room frozen in time. Sad.
Oh, she has it with her. Wow.
Wow. Beautiful. Also terrifying.
Came to get you. She's not too happy about it.
Did you see something?
No, but it's cold as shit in the truck, and I gotta get back.
I have to find it. Give me a minute just to think.
It's kind of jacked up. She left him outside in the
Yeah.
truck this whole time.
I know, like,
I liked her.
You barely knew her.
She hated Lumen more than I did. That's all I needed to know.
Okay.
At least she doesn't have to live with Sissy anymore. You want to get high?
oh, is it ether that they're freaking
I don't know
huffing?
what they're doing.
Oh, I haven't done that since I was 8.
8?
And high at 8? Goddamn.
What?
It's shameful that you sell it.
Getting high and hooking up on your mom's deathbed?
I don't think it's here. What you're looking for.
She wouldn't throw it away.
What are we talking about?
I would also love to know.
Oh. What, like a little bunker?
Oh, I'll just wait out here.
Yeah. She just like closed the door. Like, sorry, bro. The fuck is this place? What has she got down here?
It looks like a root cellar.
So she didn't actually sell all her stuff. She just dumped it down here. The music picked up too. The fuck?
Something
It was
fellowship.
like an award.
Yeah. Damn it. The music though.
Looks like she found what she was looking for.
I'm going. Don't tell them I was here.
I would never bear falsity to a steward of the Edens.
Lumen destroyed this town. You owe them no loyalty.
There was no town before the factory. And what about your own employ? Everything that you have, you owe back to the Egans as fealty.
Colt. Colt.
Mine! My designs! Circuit blueprint, base code, overtime contingency, Glasgow block, all of it!
James Egan was the inventor.
So I've heard.
Oh shit.
Is she gonna like toss it in the fire? She'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Shh.
Extraordinary. Why have you never spoken of this?
I was told Kier's knowledge is for all.
That is true.
That if I sought credit, I would be banished.
Wow. That's a red flag. Did she come up with all this shit? Is Severance her?
No! No! You bitch!
I hope you die as painfully as she did.
It was her hand that removed the tube, not mine.
No!
Your mother was a coward. More sick in the soul than in the body.
Whoa.
Wow.
Filled with malice and resentment.
I don't believe you!
I thought you were different, my flower. I tried to help you grow, but now I see you are a weed, just as she was.
She's good. This actress is great. Amazing.
Oh no. She called somebody. I was wondering where this tangent episode was going. Because I'm like, we just had some crazy shit in the last episode, and now we're getting this Cobell episode. Like, what's going on? And then we get this friggin' bombshell. Did Cobell design everything and come up with everything that's connected to
Yeah,
Severance?
and Kier took responsibility for it.
She'll be banished if she asks for any credit. Because knowledge is for all.
Listen, Selma, thank fuck I've been trying to reach you.
Yes, I'm aware.
So listen, Mark has been reintegrating?
Her copy. And she hasn't killed him yet.
No, I mean, I think he's okay, but listen, we want to try something else.
Is Mark with you? Put him on.
Yeah. Hello?
Tell me everything.
Wow. What an episode.
That's it.
Yeah, that was a shorty for sure of an episode.
I need to watch another one.
Yeah. That, I mean, like I mentioned, like literally a minute ago, everything that went down in the last episode for us to have this kind of standalone Cobell episode, I was just like, where is this building to? Like, what is happening? This placement seems odd in terms of the story that they're telling.
Right.
And then when you actually find out what she's looking for, you're just like, what? Huh?
It was her.
Holy shit. Like, she shows up to this old fisherman town. It's run down. Everything's old. Nothing's being taken care of. And then you see this giant lumen factory. You hear about this idea of child labor. And then Cobell's talking about, like, this, like, lumen ruined this town. And so much stuff there. But the idea that she was searching for this award that she won, and this secret compartment within this award has her binder where she came up with all of this. Severance is her idea, her build, her concept. Because she had all the drawings. The waves were there. Like, all the stuff was there.
Well, and it makes sense why she's like, you fear me. They know. They fucking know who did this, who came up with this stuff, and it's her.
It's just such a wild idea now, to the point where she has this information and she can't release it, because I would imagine Lumen is so big and powerful as a company at this point.
Bury her.
Yeah. Like, literally. She will disappear from the face of the earth, and no one will ever hear from her again, and whatever words she had would be erased from the history books.
Yeah.
That just... Yeah. I go back to the moment where the innies flipped the switch and became their innies in their Audi world.
Contingency?
Yeah, which she just mentioned. But like, that whole scene with Cobell was interesting, because leading up to that moment, she was telling Mark to get out. She was like, get as far away from these people as you can. And then when she realized who Helena actually was in that moment, she went back into like Lumen mode, which I thought was really interesting. And now it sounds like she wants to help. She wants to like burn this thing to the ground, help
it's
Mark.
Hers. Yeah.
And the idea that she was like, wait, he's going through reintegration and he's not dead yet. And then he gets put on the phone and she's like, tell me everything. So the idea that clearly Cobell is a fucking genius. She is super smart. She knows everything that is to deal with all of this stuff, I would imagine. And if she's going to get in with Mark, I'm wondering if she's going to be able to like perfect this whole integration thing, because she knows the science behind integration. Like, she knows everything that's going on with Severance. Like, I'm fascinated to see where this potentially could go now.
Yes.
Because I've talked about this, I've brought it up before. Seeing what Mark looks like fully reintegrated, where his brain is now one again, but he has Innie and Outie Mark's memories together. He can enter Lumen, go to the severed floor without issue. Like, all the stuff will happen. It'll make it look like he's severed, but he's still retaining everything from his Outie self while being an Innie. And then he's retaining everything from his Innie self while he's an Outie. I want to see what the hell that looks like, because that is fascinating. That is something that we've obviously been building to since we started the show, when we met Petey, who was like going through reintegration and then dies. And the idea that this team that Mark has, they all have their certain things, their issues, and they want to find out more. They start investigating. They explore a little bit. They find goats, which is, I still need to know why there's goats. And it just gets to a point where then you get the Gemma episode, and they're literally torturing this person in this testing floor.
Yeah.
And if my timeline is correct, I'm usually pretty terrible with timelines. Has she fucking been down there for 2 years?
Yeah.
Because Mark's been severed for 2 years. That's when the accident happened and he went into Lumen. Like, has she been down there that long doing this?
That's what it feels like.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
The assumption that I would make.
So just the more and more like they reveal about stuff, you just realize that Lumen's a really bad company. I don't know what the hell their overall goal is. Is this like a Dr. Evil situation where he just wants to take over the world? And just, I don't know. What is Severance going to look like when Mark finishes Cold Harbor and they hit their final goal? Are they going to like be able to put this into a fucking rocket ship and put it in a satellite and like beam the earth and like everyone's severed? Like, what is this world domination look like when we get to the point that Lumen accomplishes their goals?
I don't know.
Mark has to get back and do some refining though in order for that goal to get hit. It doesn't feel like he's going to be anywhere close to getting back to work.
I feel that whatever he's actually doing doesn't actually do anything. It's just going through the motions.
It has to be something because it's building to a percentage. And they even made the comment that things have been delayed. They can't follow through with Cold Harbor until he's accomplished whatever he is doing. Like, the work is mysterious and important. So obviously it matters, but he's sitting at like, I think 96% is what they said last episode. So I don't think Gemma can enter Cold Harbor, you know, that last room that she needs to go into until, ooh, shit. I just had a thought.
What? Please.
Is Cold Harbor where we just were? It was frozen. It's a big harbor. It used to be, at least. Like, it's a frozen place, like this location. I know it had a name, the sign, but like...
Is that in reference to that?
Yeah, or does it reference to the night that Gemma died?
I don't know.
I don't know why I just thought of that, but she needs to enter that last room and do the last set of tests to make sure that this works. But first, Mark needs to be doing his job and his work.
Do they get to be together in Cold Harbor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's all so interesting, and I would imagine a lot of the theories flying around at this time when the show was airing are probably outrageous and amazing, because I love a good theory. It's the primary reason why I personally love watching shows week to week. It allows you to talk about stuff and come up with theories and make guesses and be horribly wrong and look really dumb on the internet. It's really fun.
I'm good at that anyway.
I love the idea of just the week to week, and especially with a show like this. They leave you with not a lot.
No.
But it opens up the door for just the most outrageous and wild interpretation of what you think you're watching, and then coming up with these wild theories about where they could be going. Because I love that about this show. I just love thinking about and trying to guess and be insanely wrong, potentially, about what is actually going on here. But that was an interesting episode. The placement was very interesting. And now it seems like Cobell, who I think we could assume came up with the idea and designed everything that is linked to Severance, she's now going to be with Mark. They're going to be working together now.
I can't wait. This is going to be great.
There's 2 more episodes to go. I'm fascinated to see what happens. How does this all play out? And again, I think my new top question is, what does fully reintegrated Mark look like? How does that work?
That's
because
wild. The thought is wild.
Yeah, him going back to Lumen and them being suspicious about stuff, but everything still working the way that it's supposed to. But him having knowledge of everything, both versions of himself. I'm all for that. I want to see what that looks like. I really hope we get there.
I really wish I had more to add to this conversation. I just don't at this moment, because I need to see the next episode ASAP.
For sure.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. The show's incredible. Like, again,
I really enjoy it. I look forward to it every single time we sit down to watch it. It's so good.
Said it during the episode, but their ability to make standalone episodes feel like it's part of a different universe, but then absolutely fully tied in to really important aspects of the universe, I think is amazing. They didn't even do the normal intro for this.
Intro.
They've done that like 2 or 3 times, I feel like, where the episode has felt different, and they even kind of formatted it differently.
Yeah, like,
which
forget what you've just watched. This is different.
I feel severed.
You feel
kind of makes
severed?
you feel. It kind of makes you feel severed. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Anything else?
No.
All right, you guys obviously share all your thoughts. Leave them comments down below. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.